Guys, welcome back to the Three Neighbors. If you're joining us for the first time, my name is Victor, and this is Dave, and this is Kevin, and we're all the Three Neighbors. Just, every Saturday we want to make it a habit just to come together, just talk about things happening around the culture, things that is impacting us, and things that we are fuming about, and just have conversations, right, to help us kind of unpack that and share perspective and have dialogue. And I think that's a beautiful thing about this, and have an opportunity to just connect, on Saturdays, and just have fun. So welcome. Now we're talking about gun control, gun ownership, owning a gun, and my experience, Kevin's experience, Dave's experience. But I wanted we ended up by kind of asking a question whether owning a gun or exposing our kids to owning a gun, whether that has later consequences, or not. Consequence sounds negative. Does it kind of influence the career choices of our kids? Now, I want to put this in context. We live in the state of Virginia. For most of you don't know, Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia Beach, it's like a military state, sort of. So most of the people, I don't know the percentage, but I know the greater percentage of people living in the state of Virginia are veterans, isn't it? So that has implication, and it makes sense if you're living in a state like this. Gun ownership, it's kind of something very common. Now, my question is, does that exposure to gun ownership at a very young age, especially for our kids, does that influence their career choices? Maybe most of them wanted to join law enforcement. For example, Dave's daughter is actually a police officer. Or maybe does it influence the child maybe thinking about, let's say, for example, joining the military as well? What are some of the consequences of those kind of exposure? And maybe such kind of exposure, does it impact the child? And maybe they have a completely different career decision that it has nothing to do with using or owning guns. But I'd like to hear Dave and Kevin's thoughts on this. And of course, if you have your perspective, feel free to kind of drop that in the comment and ask questions. And maybe next week we would pick up from that. What do you think? Go ahead.
I don't know if gun ownership or being exposed to guns at an early age really scripts your occupational choices. I don't know if there's a correlation there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I'm just thinking about it. Because the excitement that comes with it, the adrenaline.
Like you had two kids that, I didn't mean to cut you off. You had two kids, you had one that went into a path. I don't know if it's because of the exposure of guns or just based upon your career, and you had one that went in a totally different, direction. So,
yeah. I think it's how you're raised too. You'll notice a lot of police officers will pass on from generation. Same way with the military, where it goes from generation to generation. So I think about it. It's if you're in the public service, you not only have law enforcement, but for those who in the rural areas and west of where we're at now, there's a lot of rural areas. There's a lot of hunting. A lot of those people tend to become game wardens, wildlife officers, and stuff like that, protecting the environment. And then you have others that want to join the police department or go into the FBI, state police, whatever. I agree with Kevin. I just think that it doesn't persuade you one way or the other. My son, like you said, is a college professor, and he would rather not have anything to do with guns. But I will tell you this: if he finds one and he picks one up, he knows what to do with it. Yeah, he does.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. So I mean, it's. Do I think he should have a gun? No, I don't. But if he wants one, I think he should have a gun.
You don't think he should have a gun? I'm confused.
No, because it's his choice.
Right. Okay.
I'm going to back his choice. So,
okay.
He and his wife say, we don't need a gun. Hey, I support that. Now, if he were to come to me tomorrow and say, hey, I'm looking to get a firearm, what do you recommend? I would support that too. So it to me, it makes no difference on whether somebody owns a firearm or not.
It's fascinating. I'm just thinking whether that early exposure to firearms have a correlation with career decisions and choices, and what could have caused that. Sounds like both of you are thinking possibly no.
I'd say probably not. Like I said, I think what you just said, Dave, about past experiences with growing up with a father in law enforcement, a mother, military, kind of the same thing. You kind of follow that path. I think there's a correlation.
So it has nothing to do with the power that comes with owning a gun. Okay.
And maybe some of the audience would
I would like to hear your views. Do you think that that kind of early exposure to gun ownership, for a child, that would influence their career decisions? And if also you've experienced that, or maybe you're in law enforcement or in a particular career field, Is that due to that early exposure to gun? Because I think that's something that will be interesting to look at some research that's been done around that. I'm not sure research around that, whether that's a correlation, but conceptually, I could see that shaping some things. I'm not saying it's a direct impact. That could be all the in-between factors, essentially, that shape that relationship. But it's been wonderful talking today about guns. And even at the end of this conversation, I'm still not convinced that I still need to get one. So,
And I support that.
Absolutely.
thank you. But you know, the piece that I have also is knowing that I have neighbors that at least I know one that owns a gun, and he doesn't shy away from that. I'm not sure about this man, whether he owns a gun or not, you know, but
Mysterious.
There's 400 million guns in this country. I mean,
Yeah. So does he have one or doesn't he have one?
I will say I do not conceal carry. I don't have the need
yeah.
to on a daily basis carry a gun.
Okay.
That may change
Right.
in the future, but right now,
There's no need.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to conceal a cannon.
Yeah. But hey, guys, it's been wonderful talking to this man, and it's all the best.
Yes, sir.
I will see you guys next week. And this is the Three Neighbors. You take care.
Thanks.
Bye. That went well. The last part was fun.
Yeah.
You know? It's unfortunate how Mike's situation happened.